Ushtra Asana. Ushtra Asana, the camel posture, is done from the heel-sitting Vajrasana. On an incoming breath, raise your body off your heels and come up onto your knees. Keep your eyes open and slowly back bend. Take your hands back and catch hold of your heels with your hands. Push your lower back forward to help attain a good posture. Once you have reached this final position, do half a dozen forceful bhastrikas or bellows-like breaths with total awareness on the movements of your diaphragm. Breathe in through your nose and blast out through your mouth. This practice is known as the Nasarka Mukha Bhastrika. Slowly sit down while breathing out and come back to the Vajrasana. Repeat the practice 2 more times. It is important that you keep your eyes open in order to avoid fainting or falling over, especially in the beginning, as your brain has to get used to the new patterns of circulation that occur in this posture. The camel posture stretches the spinal column and produces a healthy spine and resilient back muscles. It helps strengthen the diaphragm and the solar plexus by building up physical power, endurance, and resistance to diseases. It also massages and stimulates abdominal organs through the extensive movements of the diaphragm. Slowly come back to the Vajrasana and relax with some deep abdominal breathing for a few minutes. Hala Asana. From Shavasana, lift both legs up towards the sky on the in-breath. Take the legs over the head until the toes touch the ground beyond the head. Do not bend the knees. Stretch the arms out behind the back or hold on the lower back with the elbows on the ground. Breathe in a shallow manner while concentrating on the healthy pressure at the throat region. Those who have neck problems shouldn't do this posture as it may aggravate the neck pain. Release the posture after 10 to 15 seconds and while breathing out, slowly come back to the Shavasana. Roll your head from side to side to ease away any pressure that may have accumulated in the neck. Bhujanga Asana. Lie down in the face-prone Unmukhasana with your hands by your sides. Bend both your elbows and place the palms on the ground by the side of your chest. Slowly lift your head and then raise your chest until your arms are as straight as possible. Feel the awareness of the bending at the lumbar region. After a few seconds, relax and bring your chest and head down, touching the ground with your chin. Release your hands and then relax in the Unmukhasana. Repeat the practice at least 2 more times for maximum benefit to the muscles of the lower back and posterior region. This practice helps tone up the muscles of the entire posterior region and redistribute any fat from the hip and lower back region.
Pavan Muktasana. Lie down in Shavasana. To perform the Ekapada Pavan Muktasana, bend and lift your right knee while breathing in and simultaneously lift your head off the ground. try to touch your knee to your forehead and then blast out the breath and rapidly return to the supine position. Repeat at least 2 more times to complete a set of 3 rounds of this practice. Relax a few seconds and then perform the practice 3 times on the left side. Pavan Muktasana helps to prevent and relieve gas troubles and abdominal problems such as indigestion and constipation. The Pavan Muktasana is also helpful for those suffering diabetes and liver disorders. Relax in Shavasana for a few minutes with deep and rhythmic breathing. To perform Dvipada Pavan Muktasana, bend and lift both your knees while breathing in. Bring them as close to your forehead as possible while simultaneously raising your head to meet the knees. Blast out the breath, rapidly coming back to the supine position. Repeat this 2 more times to complete a set of 3 rounds at each session. Relax in Shavasana for a few minutes with deep and rhythmic breathing while concentrating on your abdominal area.
Stand in Samastiti Asana. Place your feet 2 to 3 feet apart and stretch the arms to the sides so that they are pulling the chest in opposite directions. Turn to the right side and slowly bring the right hand down to the right foot and place the palm of the right hand on the ground in front of the right foot. Look up at the middle finger of the left hand. Let the entire torso get a good twist and stretch. Hold the position for 30 seconds while performing deep breathing. Release and come back up to the open arm position. And then do the opposite side by placing your left hand down in front of the left foot. Hold the position for 30 seconds while performing deep breathing. When ready, slowly come back up to the Samastiti Asana and relax with a few rounds of deep breathing.